Yes, people, how are we doing? Catabolic Window episode 100, and whoever the fuck knows, I don't know what order these are going up in. There will be some sort of order and number to this, and some crap description that Jack has put in the thing, because that's what we do. That is what we do. How are we doing, Jack?
Good. I'm doing good, mate. I am dieting quite harsh at the minute. So I'm feeling tired today. It's catching up with me a
You
little
lost
bit.
more weight in 3 weeks than most people do in an entire fat loss phase.
Yeah. I think it's mainly sleep because Sunday and yesterday I had to get up early. Today I had to get up relatively early and just I struggle with low sleep at the best of times, but when like body fat is getting lowered quickly, it is so much rougher. I recorded a podcast with Camille yesterday. I went hypo in the middle of it and I just started babbling. I just could not think. Like I was like, blah, 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 blah. But yeah, nuts, man.
How did Dan's show go?
Very fucking good, mate. Very fucking good. So
I just saw your story, 72-pound prep.
Yeah, so we lost 72 pounds. It wasn't meant to be a prep, but it turned into it. He was the only first timer in the juniors category. We got top 5 and they gave him an invite to the universe, which was very cool. So I didn't know if we were going to go for that, but he was like, no, I don't want to go for it. And I was like, fair enough, mate, no stress. Conditioning on his lower was fantastic. His conditioning on his upper was good. He just didn't have the tissue to quite carry it across, which is fair. We thought that might happen. Yeah, the peak was really good, which was nice. Yeah, just overall very, very happy. Now we're into a health phase, then it'll be an off season. He's got a little holiday in between, which is great. And then it will be upper focus because that's where we need most of our tissue. But yeah, we literally he got off and I was like, condition is there. It's just a case of just like, he's 21, so he's got 2 more years of juniors. So if he wants to go again, 2 years of focusing on his upper, come in the exact same condition that he came in this time, fucking perfect. He'll do great. He's not a freak, so I don't know if he'll be able to if there's always if a freak shows up like Jacob did on the day, like Reese's client, then there's only so much you can do. What was that?
Jacob Tipper, is it? Or is that
someone else? Fairhurst was there.
I don't know who that is.
Look him up, he's insane. Okay. But yeah, competing with someone like that is difficult, but he could easily, in that lineup, if Dan had a longer off season. Granted, I only coached him throughout a gaining phase for a couple of months max. I think it might have been 2 months. It was 10 weeks maybe. I don't know. Dan, correct me if you're listening. Maybe I'm crazy and I coached you for a year in off season. Who knows? Maybe I'm chatting shit. No. I don't think it was that long at all. And he came to me incredibly out of shape, but wanting to keep gaining. So fuck it. Yeah, but fucking bro, the brain fog is crazy. Holy shit. Yeah, in 2 more years, he could have placed really, really well. I think he could have won that show if a freak wasn't there. Easily got second in that lineup. But yeah, really, really, really fucking happy. Really fucking happy with it. So yeah. Can't complain, but it's been a long 72 hours since. Not for him, for me. Catching up on shit, but it's worth it.
Yeah, that's fair, mate. It's good. First client on stage, right?
Yes, he is, which is crazy. But it was really, really smooth. It was a great prep. I've got well, I think he'd be okay with me talking about it. Matty was going to get on stage. Which I was really excited about. He was going to do the PCA Hull, but PCA pushed it back a week, fine, and moved it to Wolverhampton. And bless Matty, young guy. Obviously, we know him well. Just it completely threw him off, which is fair enough. And he just didn't want to go. He was
telling me that because the main reason that he wanted to do Hull was that it's fucking 5 minutes from his house.
Yeah, he could be there, his family could be there. It's his first show. There's a lot of new stuff. He didn't want to go, and he's at uni as well. He's getting into coaching. There's just so much crap going on for him, which is fair enough. And he's young. When you're that young, taking on that many things at once can be horrible and very anxiety inducing. So I think he responded the way that anyone sensible would, and just pulled the prep, which makes sense. And when we got into prep, we were we're going to keep it somewhat under wraps because of uni and stuff. His main concern really was If uni got too busy, he would have had to pull the prep. I think we could have done it if PCA hadn't moved the show. So I'm a bit pissed that they moved the show because that would have been great, but oh well. But I've got another client in prep, new client called James, who's stepping on stage late September, first timer as well, which is very cool. Not a junior, been training for a while. So yeah, looking forward to that. That'll be first timers bodybuilding. Very, very cool. He's already dropping drastically. He's like on the turbo diet like me, accidentally, which is very cool. And then maybe something's going on for me. Maybe not. Who knows?
Yes.
Maybe the ticket's already bought. Who knows?
Maybe. Okay, bro. Okay.
I'm currently looking at a show because I was fat as fuck, and then I pulled down and I felt great.
What do you mean was?
Yeah, I'm still fat, but my physique looks so good after pulling off 20 pounds, and I feel good despite how I feel today. I felt really good, and I was like, well, after Dan's show, I was like, I'll just keep on fucking cruising along. Sweet. So the plan currently is I'm going to RFL to about 190 and then chill out, slow it down. But I'm pretty much on the chicken lettuce protocol at the minute. More like 1700 cows, 1900 cows. I feel great. I'm tired, but I feel great. 30 minutes on the stairs at 170 BPM, 4 times a week, half an hour.
Fuck? Oh my God.
Level 8, just slamming it, mate. And then 10k steps and 40 microgram of clen, so 1 tab of clen. I feel great. I feel good. I'm chilling. Brain's a bit foggy, but can't complain. So I'm gonna RFL until 190 or until my performance dips, and then the plan is to kind of slowly get down to 180. And androgens, I'm on maintenance. So nothing crazy, which is nice, which means that I've got room to do the kitchen sink protocol if I need to, which I don't think I will. But yeah, like the diet was going so well, I was kind of like, well, if I started off a prep, if I saw this happen to someone, I'd say do a prep. So I was like, okay, fuck it, we'll do a prep. But yeah, I'm still having to push fairly hard, but I just feel good with it. You know, I've come to accept that dieting is going to be a bit of a shove for me. But
yeah,
it is what it is. My plan is as well at the end of the RFL, I'm gonna run bloods to check on my thyroid. Because I do, in the back of my mind, I'm a little bit concerned that that's why I struggle to diet sometimes, but that's fine. I'm enhanced. I can always just HRT it if I need to, which is all good.
Oh mate, this reminds me. I was speaking to a geezer the other day, and he was telling me that his mate's getting him to go onto thyroid, and I'm like, I've spoken to you so many times, and you just don't fucking stick to your diet. Like, you don't need thyroid medication. You need to like actually fucking not eat like a cunt.
Yeah, mate, 100%.
It will be exactly the same. Oh, it's not working. I'm not getting any lean. I'll just up the thyroid. Fuck off.
Oh man, I hate when thyroid's one of those things where it's like, I think it's so overused. I think the best application that you have for it is just like HRTing yourself. I think if you have to start to abuse thyroid, like, come on, man, really? Yeah, it's one of those things where like I have had clients where I have seen like thyroid drops, but it's, you know, not to a concerning extent. Sometimes you do see people where, I mean, you know, what the fuck's his name? Drew, Driven by Drew.
Yeah,
you know, Ben's mate. And he was on prep back end on like 1800 calories, and his thyroid was actually kind of fucked towards the end. I think he run bloods, and it was like concerning. So in a case like that, it's like, okay, that makes sense to actually replacement dose your thyroid, but you know, you kind of need to, you can kind of tell when it's thyroid and when it's not thyroid. Like if someone fairly big is on like sub 1,000 cows and they're barely shifting and they're doing a lot of expenditure, okay, maybe. But if someone who's like obese is on like 2,000 and then every weekend they go and fuck it off and they're like, oh, it's my thyroid, it's that's your weekends and the fact they're fucking it off. They fucking replace potato and fish with like a chippy or something. That'll do it,
mate. yeah, and he was like, "Oh, it's gonna give me so much more energy," and then he's fucking telling me about his sleep, and he's like, "Yeah, I can't sleep. The room's too hot." I'm like, "Well, fucking fix that.
Yeah, what?
Give you more energy, you fucking mong."
I have the amount of conversations I have with people. They'll be like, "Oh, like, oh, I can't."
I just had to walk away. I was like, "Enjoy the rest of your cardio. See you later." I was like, "I can deal with this." My tolerance for bullshit is so low.
Dieting, yeah.
Yeah, mate, we're gonna get some seriously preppy rants.
Honestly, yeah, no, I know what you mean.
On
Already,
podcast, we're gonna be flying because
already, I'm like,
yeah, and that like the morning ones is that's what it's gonna be. When it's me and you, it's gonna be sound, and then when it's me, you, and Dan, it's just gonna be Dan taking over because we're both retarded on prep.
it literally, mate. It's like I just can't be asked with particularly people complaining about dieting. People complaining about dieting or failing to lose weight when I'm dieting really pisses me off. Just really gets under my skin. Like I've had, when you put someone on like who was on 4K calories on 3K and they're like, "Oh, my energy is just so low." Fuck off. It's also not the food. People get so weird about that. They're, "Oh, my energy is so low because of the food," and I'll be like, "Send over a day of eating," and it's like, "Oh yeah, I eat sugar for breakfast and then I don't eat before I train and I feel wank in my session." I'm like, "Yeah, I wonder why." It's like, yeah, that's not calories. You know, that's not a calorie issue. That's a you issue. But it's like whenever coaches in the academy, they'll be like, "Oh, my client says he's tired about it. What's his sleep? What's his food?" And they'll be like, "Oh, his food's sound. Oh, let me ask about sleep. Oh, he gets 4 hours a night. Oh, okay. Like, no wonder he's tired." It's like, well, yeah, what did you expect?
I'd be tired if I was getting 4 hours of sleep a night.
I very rarely find someone who is genuinely tired because of food. Like, it's either sleep or poor food management, or like today for me, it's sleep. I know it's sleep, it's not fucking food. It's maybe excessive diet fatigue or excessive training fatigue. 9 times out of 10, if I was going to gamble,
manage that fatigue, bro. Come on.
Nah, bro, you don't manage fatigue in a prep. You just fucking slam yourself. But
fit protocol.
I actually bumped into Reese.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, we had a nice little chit chat.
Oh, okay.
I know, we're busy mates, mate. But his client Jacob is such a freak. Honestly, I was like, "Mate, congrats on getting such a freak." And he was like, "Yeah, nuts." The guy is absolutely nuts.
I've got a couple more preppy things that have pissed me off this week. So it's the standard people posting pictures of food that they can't have and then complaining about it because they're on prep. And I'm like, fuck off. Like, you literally chose to do this. Like, what are you on about, bruv?
Yeah, that's the thing is like, I was talking to a mate yesterday about like prep, and he used to want to prep, and then he was like, "I don't want to prep anymore. I'm just kind of doing what I love." And I was like, "That's the thing is like, right now I want to diet. Like I'm looking at the Stairmaster, and I'm not like, oh, sod that. I'm looking at it and I'm like neutral, or I'm like, this is going to be quite fun. I want
on this bad boy.
Yeah, and I'm like, yesterday I was like 20 minutes in, and I just recently bumped it to 30, and I was there, and I was like, the last 10 minutes were dragging, and I remember just being like, I cannot wait to see my shots next week, like just to see what this does, like just that increase, that last little 10 minutes, because 20 minutes felt good and 30 minutes was a drag, and I was like, okay, it's getting fun now. That's the thing is like, if you're in a diet and you're like, "Oh, I want this," just go and fucking have it. Like, either have it or shut up. Like, it really is that easy. Like, I could go and order a Domino's right now, but I'm not gonna, because I don't want to. Like, I'd rather get leaner. Okay, I'm not gonna fucking be like, "Oh, what a shame." Fuck off. It's just food.
Yeah, when my ankles are feeling 100%, I'll see if I can hack the Stairmaster again, because I can't get my heart rate above like 115 on the bike now.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, the stairs have been a hack. Now that my knees are good enough to get on the stairs, moving from, well, just fucking imagine moving from cross trainer to stairs, my weight just flew. Particularly, that's part of the reason why I think I've lost so well is I was 100 kilos on the stairs, using the stairs for the first time. So like my fucking BPM was probably like 2 times heart rate max or something stupid. Like, honestly, I got onto it, I was like sweating in 2 minutes. My legs were so heavy, and it just it was like, I was losing like multiple pounds overnight using it. It's slowed down now, but That's fine. Just do more of it, innit?
Yeah, it's just jarring because I can't really pose properly because the fucking side of my ankle keeps pissing me off.
Mate, put some BPC in.
I don't think that's allowed in 93rd. I might be wrong.
Nah, it's not. It's not. You can put in you can jab yourself with carnitine.
Yeah, but that seems like a lot of effort.
Yeah, it's long and it gives horrible DOMs.
Imagine my mum finds that. She's like, what the fuck is this, Luke?
It's so funny because it's like the amount of I know a lot of naturals who like take L-carnitine because they're like trying to maximize everything they can do. So they'll have like it's your himbine, L-carnitine, and then they'll have like before bed like an anti-inflammatory stack. They have like fucking, what are the classics that go for, like P5P, curcumin, fucking, oh my god, I can't think of the others. This is embarrassing. All kinds of crap, right? Like constant supplements.
Yeah.
It's so funny that like part of being natural is like jabbing yourself with L-carnitine, because it's like, to people outside, they'd be like, you're not a natural bodybuilder. Do you know what I mean? People outside the sport, they see you there with like a pin mark. But
yeah,
I also, anecdotally, I've never felt much on L-carnitine. I've never seen it do too much. It's one of those things where it's like, if you've got the money and you're already running your himbine and you're already doing fasted steps, you might as well just chuck it in.
Yeah.
But,
mate, I can't think of anything worse than waking up and going, yeah, shall I just pin myself with a needle now?
mate, it's horrid. So L-carnitine in particular, you jab it, and like for me, I don't know if everyone gets it the same, like whatever I jab goes rock solid and hurts, like only with L-carnitine for like 5 minutes. So I'd like chuck it in my delt, and then I'd literally like the weight of my arm hanging off my shoulder would it was horrible. I lasted like 2 weeks on it. But
what, and then you stopped taking it?
Yeah, because so I was doing Clen, your himbine, black coffee, and I was like, well, I'm already doing faster steps, I might as well do L-carnitine. This is my old diet at the tail end, where, you know, at that point it's like, if you're doing fasted steps, you might as well throw fucking every fat loss agent in that helps that. So we're like, sod it. Obviously at that point didn't notice too much in the way of like, what's up?
Get on the GH.
Oh, mate, I didn't at the time, but I've got some in at the minute. But I do it all pre-bed because I find it helps me best. But anyway, it's one of them ones where I was like, it's so relatively cheap, you might as well. But yeah, just I hated the pinning. If waking up to pin to make your fucking body go rock solid if it wasn't that bad, I would do it. But it's just like, yeah, when you're sleep deprived, it's as bad as you imagine. You're sleep deprived, you're like hungry, you're about to go for a walk, and you're just like waiting for your arm to come back to life. Oh, fucking horrible. Yeah.
I remember Matt was telling me about one of his clients that was considering going on gear, and he's like, so why do you have to pin it? Like, why do you have to inject it? Can you not just like drink it? And he's like, do you think this is some universal kink of bodybuilders that they like fucking needles? No.
Imagine not. Cracking open a vial and drinking it. Oh, horrible.
Yeah. So next thing that pissed me off this week was I saw somebody who like posting like refeed really fucking needed. I'm like, bro, you don't even have visible abs. Like, you don't need a refeed. What the fuck are you talking about?
Refeed needed. That's crazy.
I'm like, you are having a laugh, mate. You do not need a refeed. Like, you don't need a refeed. And this is the thing with people that think like, oh, peak week's going to be fucking magic. Like, not if you're still fat.
Yep.
Like, it's not going to do anything. Even on someone that's lean, it's like an extra couple of percentage points. If you're still fat, you'd just be better off with an extra week of dieting.
Peaking really is like, the leaner you are, the more muscular you are, the more of a role that it plays, because there's more exaggeration between like flat and full. But like, literally, like, as long as you're not spilled to fuck or dry to fuck, or sorry, flat to fuck, you can't really go wrong. Like, that's the thing. You know, I think a lot of people think of peaking as like this magical process. It's like, no, it's just getting a little bit fresher and a little bit fuller and a little bit drier before stage. But if you look at like people who are currently like winning shows, and you look at them on stage, like, wow, they're so full, they're so lean, and then you look at their shots from like 2 weeks ago, you can't really tell a big difference. It's like, oh, okay, they were that lean at 2 weeks out, and here they are just on stage tanned. Like, yeah, maybe they're slightly fuller, but I can't really tell.
Yeah,
Right?
it's not crazy, is it?
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's one of those things where it's like you've already got to that point. You might as well play all the cards you can in your favor. But yeah, like, as long as you don't have a horrific binge and show up with a fucking belly on stage, you know, you can't really go wrong. As long as you don't spill to fuck. What else?
Just do a shitload.
You what?
Just do a shitload. It will be great.
Yeah, just fucking 2 gram of carb pre-stage or something. 2 gram,
Yeah.
2 kilo of carb. Fucking hell, bro.
I knew what you meant. 2 kilo of carb would be quite a lot. Yeah, and then the other one, it was someone. They're like, yeah, food's still really high. I'm in a good position for this fat loss phase. I'm like, your food being high when you're 20 kilos over stage weight is not a good thing. You need to drop that shit now.
Like, that's the thing, is like, I fucking, people are so hesitant to like just firm the difficulty of it. Do you know what I mean? People be like, oh, I need to pull back on volume, I need to train less, or I don't want to do that much cardio, or I don't want to pull my food back that aggressively. It's like,
do you know what you also don't want to do? Get lean.
Yeah, like, I remember Josh Bridgman talking about it, where people were like, oh, you pulled food too quickly, because he pulled out like 1.5k from the first week, which isn't crazy. And then
his size, I'm like, that's not even that much.
Yeah, exactly. But he's the fucking.
What's he on? Like, bet he was on like 7,000 calories.
I think it was 4 or 5.
Oh, okay.
But still, like, fucking, he was the leanest on show, so like, it works. That's the thing, is like, I'd rather get most of it done. It's like basically what I'm doing at the minute. It's just like, right, speed run my way to 190. At 190, I can feel okay, but I'll be pretty lean. Yeah, bro. And then it's like, once I'm at 190, then I can be like, okay, cool, I've got about 10 pounds to pull off, maybe, like roughly by eyeball. Okay, cool, just take that nice and slow. I don't want to have to, like, I don't want to be at like 200 10 weeks out because I've got 20 pounds to pull off. Like, fuck that. Like, move quick while you're fat, you know? Like, when you've been at like peak food, and I went down to like basically carbless on a rest day, it's carbless now, it felt great. Like, you feel fucking amazing. So just
whereas if you did that 10 weeks out, you're like, I'm gonna feel fucking wank.
Yeah, exactly. My goal is like,
and it's
get down to 190, find my baseline, probably have a bit more food than I'm having at the minute, and then pull down again, you know, and actually be able to like hopefully feed up into it a little bit, but we'll see. But yeah, fucking, like, if you're gonna have low food if you're getting peeled, do it now rather than later. Get it over and fucking done with. I mean, Dan was a great example as well. Like, his food to what we got him ready early, so we were able to hold, and we were actually like, as I put a bit more food in, he would train a bit better, drop a little bit more food, bit more food. Like, his lowest food was, I think, 6 weeks out, and then week 6 to like week 2.
Yeah, I remember he kept telling me, he was like, yeah, food's gone up again this week.
Yeah. It's because I had him checking in twice a week at that point when we were trying to find baseline, and it'd be like, yeah, I dropped another kilo. I'm like, okay, fucking more food then, mate. Like, calm. We don't need more condition. We don't need you to get any flatter. And then when it came to peak week, obviously that's more food. It's like, cool. But yeah, you're not really going to be knocking on death's door for ages. And you ideally don't want that right before the show, because if you're like fucked a week out from the show, that's going to be really hard to revive yourself there. You know, if you get very fucking lean, it takes more than a couple of days of a bit more food and a bit less movement to feel human again. It takes quite a while.
Yeah. And when he's been sort of building up for that period of time, he's way less fucked when it comes to like actually trying to peak him. So he's going to be more responsive as well. Yeah,
we knew like roughly where we wanted him in terms of body weight, where his best look was. We got to a point where we were like, okay, everything that can get in is getting in. If we dig any more, it just comes at a huge loss of performance and tissue. We got to a point where like, okay, it's just muscle mass, like, you know, we just can't get any leaner. Cool. So then whenever we did have a scale weight drop, we're like, okay, we'll just push a bit more into it and aim to hold that. And then did a mock peak, came back down to the same body weight, and then ran our actual peak. and use the mock peak to tweak the peak. Easy peasy. But yeah, like you don't want. Yeah, man, you don't want to be fucking. Like, I'd rather be dying right now. Like, if this is like the lowest my food gets all prep, like, sweet, let's do it at 18 weeks out rather than at like 8 weeks out. You know,
it's so jarring seeing different people's body fat distributions. Like, my upper body isn't far off being in, and my legs are just not playing ball at all.
That's
like,
the worst feeling when you're waiting on one thing to come in and everything else is like pretty much there, and you're like, fucking.
Well, it's hammies have come in this last week. I dropped like almost a pound one day, and then another half, and then it's sort of fucking chilling there, which is after staying for ages. But yeah, I remember when I competed last time, like my upper body was fucking men's physique sharp, and my legs were just like looked like I'd never trained them in my life.
Do you have any recent posing rounds that we can show on a camera? Oh, you do. We've got. Are you okay with 5 days ago?
When was that?
On the pod, I've got shots.
Oh, is it fasted shots?
Yeah.
Yeah, if I can go for it.
Let's do them. Here we go.
I was actually gassed with these. Oh god, the quality is terrible there.
Yeah, I think it's my Wi-Fi. That's not quite fully come in. Your side leg looks way, way, way better. Your legs are starting to come in, to be fair. They're ahead of where I thought they were.
Yeah.
Looking good.
The last week compared to the week before, they're way better.
Lovely. How many weeks out are we now?
12. So posing's gone up to 6 rounds a day now. But that's like, they're not really full rounds because I'm not fully posing the legs and like pushing out on the side of my feet just because it pisses off my ankle.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Very
nice. Yeah, it's pretty fun. So I do 3 in the morning, 3 post workout.
Beautiful, mate.
Yeah, buddy. Legs are getting there.
They are, definitely. For 12 weeks, you're bang on.
Yeah.
That's side leg.
Funny. I'm gonna do a post this week, but compared to fucking, like, even though it's only 8-9 pounds, it's, yeah, you better fucking like it. Compared to when I started, it's way fucking leaner, just because I'm a hobbit.
Yeah, 8-9 pounds. Well, you think about that in terms of percentage loss.
Yes, 6.5%.
Mental. That's a lot. 6.5% body fat is substantial.
That is substantial. Yeah.
Substantial, mate. Fucking hell.
Is there anything that's pissed you off this week?
I think mainly just kind of. Okay, 2 main things. One is people. I don't know how to phrase it elegantly. People just kind of complaining to complain and not just cracking on. And like when things really aren't that hard, you know, like.
I mean, if your missus is complaining that things aren't really hard, then you've got a problem. But apart from that,
like when you're in a situation where it's just like very easy to just follow the plan or tweak the plan, and you just kind of decide to bin it off. You know, it's like
can't be fucked.
Things like that. I think people being like, I think the one that pisses me off, this hasn't happened this week, but it's like a general thing that always gets under my skin is I went over on food because I was hungry.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Like, the amount of times I have to have a conversation of be like, right, you came to me at 100 kilo, yeah? Yeah. How long you been 100 kilo? Quite a few years. Okay. So if we leave you to your own devices, you're going to eat enough to be 100 kilo. Can you see where I got that from? Yeah. Okay. So what you've done here is you've ignored the plan and you've gone for your own devices. You've followed your own intuition. Yeah. So what you've done is you've taken a step closer to 100 kilos. Oh, that's a good point. Yes. Yes, it fucking is. You look at their eating and it's like, yeah, I had 2 protein bars for lunch and I binged for dinner. It's like, fucking course you did, bruv. Eat. Oh my God. Or people that are just not eating fruit or veg or drinking water. It's like, this isn't a gripe at him because I think he listens to the podcast. I won't say his name, but he knows who he is. He's dieting at the minute. Oh, he's another prep as well. Fucking hell, so we got 3, including me. And he sent me, he was like, oh, I'm really struggling on food. And the food wasn't crazy low, but it's fairly low. And I was like, send over your day of eating. And he was like having dates throughout the day. And I was like, bro, sack off the dates. I was like,
what the fuck are you doing?
I was like, put in some potato. And he was like, and he sent me a message being like, mate, I'm kind of bloated today. And I was like, all right, we're going to go for 50-50 potato dates. But like, just for now, because I don't want you bloated. I was like, mate, you can't just eat less of like your current food. You got to tweak it a little bit. Come on. Like, yeah, that always makes me laugh. It's like bagels, orange juice, and dates in people's plans when they're like sub 2K cows or something. It's like, bro,
when you're going from like a proper off season to dieting, like the first change should literally just be pulling out all of that easy to get in hyper palatable shit. Like remove the dates, remove the jam, remove the squares bars, and your food volume isn't actually that different, but you've just dropped 1,000 calories.
Yeah, mate, exactly. Like the kind of the little bits you chuck on, like you said, a handful of dates, jam, honey, rice cakes on the side of your meal. Maybe you have chicken rice with a side of a bagel or bread. Pull that bagel or bread out. Yeah, man, 100%. You dieting is like you start off with removing shit and just eating less, and then towards the end it's swapping sources. So currently my only carb meal on a train. No, I run 2 carb meals on a training day. I got 2 pieces of bread, final meal, and pre-workout meal is half a pack of microwave rice. That microwave rice will become core eventually. The bread will either become potato or get pulled, either one. But at the minute I confirm it as it is. But like I already know what they're going to be. Like I'm not going to be eating rice when I'm hungry. I will be eating cream of rice or oats or potatoes or pasta potentially. But I'm not going to be, I'm not going to be on the fucking orange juice when I'm hungry. Fuck that. Can you imagine that?
Actually, I might do that. I might keep the veg and the beef and veg, and then make it into core. It's not a bad idea.
Yeah, man. I'm a big fan of when I'm dieting, like 2-course meals, where you have like for example, like you said, you got 1 bowl which is like a beef salad and 1 bowl that's like cream of rice. You get to eat your beef salad and you go, oh, more food. You eat your cream of rice. Whereas in an off season, I try and keep everything to like 1 bowl. It'd be like the cream of rice bowl or the beef bowl, whatever the fuck. But in a diet, give me like 2 or 3 different things. Like I would towards the back end of my last diet, I would separate things out. I'd eat my beef, then I'd eat my veg in separate bowls. Then I'd eat my cream of rice. Then I'd eat my berries separate, and then I'd have my dark chocolate separate. It felt like a little course, like a 6-meal course. It slows you down. It's great.
Yeah, I find that a bit. When you say something like that, and people are like, "Oh, is that a jibe at me?" I'm like, "Well, if the shoe fits."
Yeah. I say it all.
They just get upset because they know it's true.
I say it all in love, though. I think I don't have an issue with.
It's not that we're trying to say, oh, if you're doing this, you're a fucking retard.
No,
like don't do this because it doesn't make sense. And if you didn't do this thing, you'd be fucking better.
I don't mind people who kind of just they just don't know better, or they're just being a bit silly, or they forget. That's fine. My main gripe, to be fair, I should have separated it into different sessions. My main gripe, my main issue is just people not trying or applying themselves to any degree at all. And it's like, this doesn't mean someone's like, if someone says like, oh, mate, my fucking cat got run over, so I'm not really feeling it. Like I might just, take a meal with my family. Man, fucking go for it.
Completely different.
That's different. But if it's like, oh, I got home from work and I'm kind of tired, and Domino's texted me that there's a 2-for-1, so I might do that. They'll be like, didn't you have a fucking on-track meal yesterday? Yeah, but it's like, or the classic that I sometimes get is, oh mate, it's my fucking aunt's birthday, but I've already had my on-track meal. And I'll be like, oh mate, that's all right. Okay, we'll just kind of do your best. What kind of food's on offer, or like how long have you known? And I find out that they knew that they had a birthday coming up with food, and they still had an on-track meal. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, and it's like you just didn't plan that, did you?
Yeah, like, oh, I wanted my on-track meal, but I also got my aunt's birthday. It's like, just you just have one, just have the on-track meal, But yeah, like I think that gripes me as people just not trying. I don't mean like I don't need people to get skimmed peeled. I get it. I don't need people to eat sub 1,000 calories. But if you're on like 2,500 and your appetite's okay and you feel all right and you're a lifestyle client, but you got home from work and you really want a pizza, and instead of making one, you go and fucking buy one and you buy 3 or 4. It's like, just have a little bit of self-control, like, please. That's what pisses me off. It's just like impulsive, destructive decision making where I'm like, you could have made your own pizza, you could have had it the next day and banked some calories, you could have I don't know, saved it for the untracked meal that you always have at the weekend. You could have just ignored it. You could have gone out for a walk. You could have, you know, if you don't want pizza, you can always make pasta with pizza sauce and put toppings on it. You have macros, you have this flexibility. Like these things, just small little things like that. Where I'm like, there are 6 or 7 different ways I can think of playing this that would have been way, way better.
Mate, I used to make a pizza on a wrap when I was at fucking uni in my Greg Doucette era.
Oh,
it was actually pretty good,
mate. Honestly, I think the key to a good growth phase is knowing how to make your food. It doesn't need to be super fancy, but knowing how to make your food appealing. Because when you're not hungry and you ate 2 hours ago and you got to eat again, or 2.5 hours ago, and you know that you got to eat again, all the rest of your day is kind of fucked. Like, you got to have something to look forward to, you know. And just having a plain bowl of rice might not do it for some people. But yeah, it's like whenever that's another thing that bugs me is people saying I eat for function, not for taste. Grow up. Just grow up, bro. Like,
there's it's like anything, like just getting into the gym and not eating like a cunt will get you a lot of results. Like just putting in a little bit of effort to make your food taste and look a bit better really isn't that hard, and it makes a big difference. But then going from that to like trying to be a Michelin star chef is where you're like, it's just not fucking worth it.
It's just people who say that, it's like, just go and find like a decent sauce or a decent packet seasoning, or just like, you know, if you were gonna
the Schwartz Smokehouse barbecue one that they sell in Tesco is unreal.
Yeah, agreed. I know exactly the one you mean.
So like, good.
It's like if people, you know, they'll like, I'd be like, all right, if you went to a restaurant, what would you get? They might be like, oh, I don't know, I get a burger and chips. Oh, fucking piss easy to make. Go and make that. Like, you want a burger and chips? Go and make it. But the people who say that, I eat for function, not taste, like, they will be on it for a couple of weeks or months and then fuck up bad and really struggle to get back on, because, or they'll go away or whatever. And it's because, when you fuck up, you go and eat all this nice food and now you've got to go back to your bland rice, and you don't want to do that. And the only reason you do it is because you have formed a habit of being okay with not enjoying your food. Like, just go and fucking enjoy it. I don't like, I've got clients where they just love plain rice. I get it. I've been there. It's cool. Run it up. But if you're looking at your meal and you're like, yeah, this tastes like shit, but I don't care. Grow up. Like, fully grow up. Put at least.
You can only do that for so long. Yeah.
You what?
You can only do it for so long.
Mate, exactly. Like, I just say every time about it, I started training at 55 kilos. My peak weigh-in was 100 kilos. I did not gain 45 kilos by eating fucking beige, bland, boring shit. I did it by actually, like, you know, if you want chicken and rice, I love a Thai green curry. A chicken and rice is like 3 or 4 ingredients away from a Thai green curry. You can get packet mix seasoning, you can get vegetables in a bag, and you can get sauce in a tin. Bash them in. Congrats, you've now got Thai green curry. Eat it. Fantastic. Brilliant. You want a bit of bread alongside, get some fucking bread, get some bagels, get some garlic bread, some pita, some naan, whatever the fuck. Easy calories, right? Bit of naan, a bit of rice in your naan, and then a fucking Thai green curry. That sounds amazing. Brilliant. Get like 1,000 calories in, and I'm not hating it. It's just, it's really not hard. You got beef, you got pasta, turn it into a nice spag bowl. You got beef, you got potato, turn it into a nice burger. You got fucking chicken. Do whatever the fuck you want with it. Just don't make it boring.
Absolutely not, mate. I think that was banging. We had some good rants there. I enjoyed that.
Rants.
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 Right. How do you say it? Rants.
Rants, yeah.
What's the difference?
One makes you sound like a bellend.
But you always sound like a bellend.
That's true, mate. That's why I have to say rants.
Oh.
I had a mate when I was in year 8 who was so posh he would call it transport.
Oh god.
I know. I didn't realize how posh he was until he said public transport, and I was like, "Oh dear, mate."
Yeah, that is a bit far.
You know, we got to have a conversation.
You've
Have
got
you,
to have.
have you played any Oblivion recently?
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
I
man.
Thieves Guild.
Good. You
That's
steal
good.
anything?
Yeah, I just went into a load of expensive houses and stole all the rings out of there, and then sold it so that I can do the quests.
I used to always speedrun going to the Thieves Guild to get fences so you can sell shit. And then like honestly, if you can sell stolen goods in any Elder Scrolls game, it's just easily breakable, because once you have a lot of money, you can just buy good shit. You can buy skills, you can buy good gear, easy peasy.
Oh yeah, mate, I've got like 40,000 gold or something like that, and now I'm not to spend it
Thieves
on.
Guild's great. You're gonna do Dark Brotherhood?
I've done more of that, to be fair. I couldn't figure out how to start the Thieves Guild for fucking ages because I'd ask about the Grey Fox and they wouldn't really tell me anything. But then I went and spoke to a beggar and then he fucking told me. I may or may not have to Google it.
Have you done Thieves Guild before? Yes.
No, I couldn't do it because of a bug. It wouldn't let me.
Okay.
The thing that I was supposed to steal wasn't there.
I almost spoiled an ending. Then I won't spoil the ending.
I kind of know what happens just from like listening to shit, but yeah, I haven't actually done it before.
That's fair. Well, okay, listeners, if you don't want Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion spoilers, skip ahead like 2 minutes. What do you think happens at the end, mate?
The Grey Fox like takes his mask off and fucking gives it to you, and you realize that when you have the mask, you it basically erases your identity, and that's why no one knows who he is. And you steal an Elder Scroll or something like that.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. I might be wrong. And I don't really I know that you have to kill like basically all of the fucking Dark Brotherhood in the quest line, but I've not actually done it apart from cleansing the sanctuary.
I can't really give you any details. I can't tell you where you're right or where you're wrong.
I'll just enjoy it.
Fair.
Yeah, the glass armor looks fucking ugly. The elven armor looks so cool. I'm tempted to just keep wearing that.
Well, if you I don't know if you in Skyrim you can smith any armor up to max level. I don't know.
No,
if
you can't do it in a bit.
Nah, that's lame. I like that about Skyrim. I like that you can make any armor really fucking
Yeah,
nice.
and you can go for the aesthetic.
Yeah, like you can be like the ebony armor in Skyrim looks great. The Daedric is cool, but I feel like everyone wears it, and same with the dragon armor. Like, I like the glass, the elven, and the ebony.
The elven looks too bulky in Oblivion. No, sorry, the glass looks too bulky in Oblivion. The elven looks cool. So I've got the elven with a shrouded hood on, and I look fucking dope.
Oh, nice. What is the best armor in Oblivion? Oh, dude, it's like Mountain Dew. Holy shit, it's green as fuck.
I've got enough sigil stones to enchant all of my shit with like fortify speed and some shield and some resistance magic. Oh,
I didn't mean to raise my hand like it's class. There's already a mod to improve the armor. Look at this. You see that?
On the right. That's the old one. You need to go Oblivion Remastered. There you go. You can see it. It's on there. It's on Reddit. Look.
This one.
Yeah. There you go.
I quite like that actually.
I might change the color of the hood because that actually looks okay.
Valid.
My hood's black and red, so it looks a bit weird. Might try that. Okay. In a bit, bro. I'm going to eat and then train Paul. Are you training today?
I am. I'm training upper A.
Sick one.
I don't train push pull because I'm not a real bodybuilder. Sorry, guys.
Oh, fuck.
All right, everyone. Thanks for listening. He was at LacticAddictLuke on Instagram. If you want coaching or PT, hit him up. I'm Jack_Archer Academy. I don't do anything, so that's everything. Thanks, guys. Bye.